Hello everyone, Cosmic Lightworker here on day 4 of this raw challenge to be me. I did put a little bit of lip gloss on, but no other makeup. All right, everybody. So, the energy is intense today. Today is October 13th. I know this is always a timeless reading, so whenever you receive it, there's always a message in here for you specifically, whatever it is. I'm really grateful to be here to deliver these messages for you. Thank you so much for everybody who's been watching my videos. I know recently I was actually really, really grateful. I've been having pretty much a 35/40% engagement rate. So for all of you that are actually watching these videos, thank you. Thank you so very much. And with that being said, we are going to try something a little different today. We're going to do a pick a card reading. Option 1, compassion. Option 2, co-creation. Option 3, wisdom. I'm going to leave the timestamps below in the description so that you can find your reading, and I'll see you there. And let's go along with readings. So 10/13, today is the end of Pluto in retrograde. Woo! So there's been a lot of relief when it comes to psychological stress or in the past. I think Pluto went into retrograde. I'm seeing the number 5 in May of this year. What's been really interesting, there's a fly. What's been really interesting about Pluto in retrograde, it's all been about your psychological karma. So have you been taking care of your mental health? Has the mental health been more aggravating than normal? Have you been having more episodes? And that's okay if you have, because the reason for it in an astrological sense is because you are pulling up anything that you haven't faced or transmuted or transformed yet. Make sense? So this is the time where you get to see everything you need to resolve when it comes to your mental health, your psychological health. That fly is really coming by. So in other words, flies actually have a spiritual significance. So if you Google that, that's what that's telling me. Google the spiritual meaning behind flies for someone out there. All right. So with that being said, if you're feeling relief today, yay. Let me know if you have. That fly is confirming. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I rarely have flies, so the fact that one is just circling around. And my dog isn't even reacting. She's just laying down. Okay. So if you're feeling like old fears if you're feeling like you would normally be triggered by something and you're, instead of freaking out, you are actually calm in the situation. The reason behind that is because you have done the internal work, the therapy work, the shadow work, essentially, to clear out any repressed thoughts that needed to come to the light for you to feel healed, feel whole, and actually be on the path of your best self. I love my channeled messages. So ladies and gentlemen, just to give you an idea, I am an intuitive coach, intuitive healer. Shamanic healing is my modality. And I receive channeled messages and I use oracle cards, not tarot cards. Although I know I know how to use tarot cards for the purposes of public audiences, I prefer to use oracle cards because they're more colorful and more enjoyable for me to show you. Okay, great. So at this time, I'm seeing, take a big, deep breath. I know there's a lot of energy coming up. I know that you're shifting out of old patterns. Wow, congratulations. Amazing. So with that being said, you need to be a little more gentle with yourself. Have compassion towards yourself for making the changes necessary to move forward in the best way. Also, acknowledge your strength. You're stronger than you used to be. situations that you used to crumble under or freak out about, notice you're not going through that anymore. The reason why is because you become so strong. You know how our problems can actually seem bigger than they are, or they are big at the time, right? But as you get stronger, the problems become like mosquitoes. It might zap a little bit out of you, but you can squash it. Cool, eh? Now, okay. So, timeout. It is okay for you to take a break today. I'm feeling so jittery for my collective out there because, wow, yes, I get it. There's so much that you just totally broke through. Amazing. You're allowed to take a break. You're allowed to maybe go to a gym class, get your nails done. You can do that totally fine. Take a nap. That fly. Reaffirming what we were just talking about. It's so important right now for you to just, if you are in a position where you've done everything you can do, now you have to wait until the universe responds. And when I say the universe, I'm talking about possibly you need to wait for an application to be approved. You need to wait for somebody else to call you so that you can get things moving. It's going to take a second. Don't force it. I think the biggest lesson over the last 3-4 days is to ease and flow, right? Move through the changes. Rest when you can. Know that when you've done everything you can do, you can take a second and pause. And just center. Honestly, this time is so amazing because look at how beautiful these cards are. Time out. Awesome. Just reiterating what we just saw. Strength. Awesome. You've built new strength. Amazing. Compassion. Yay. You've created more grace within you. That's amazing. And be fearless. You are being fearless. The fears that used to hinder your process, they're not in the way anymore. Isn't that great? To claim this beautiful reading, put #claim in the comments. If you chose pile 2, co-creation, this is your reading. Before we hop into the reading, just to let you know, I am a transformational coach, intuitive healer, shamanic
Next
healer.
message that I am guided to hear. I love this deck as always.
This is the Rebecca Campbell's The Healing Waters Oracle Deck. One of my top favorites, to be honest. All right. It's always so positive, and there's always a healing vibe whenever I see this color. All right, let's see what we can do. Oh my. All right, we just threw a card all the way out, and we found life lessons and growth. You will get through this. Look how beautiful that image is. And it's true, you will. So I'm hearing a lot of you are going through this feeling of like you're in molasses, but you have so much energy and you're just fighting the dense energies to get out of what you're going through. This is a gentle reminder that these are life lessons and growth, and you will get through this. And this molasses feeling, it might feel sticky at first, but it's clearing. For those of you who want to speed up the process, I will tell you right now, I'm hearing you just need to breathe in, out, patience, rest, gather your strength, and then you'll be able to move forward faster, but you need to rest for a second. Another message that I'm hearing is gratitude. So if you make a list of your gratitudes, you can do anything between 10 to 100. I am so happy and grateful now that I am in peace. I am so happy and grateful now that fear no longer has control over me. I am so happy and grateful now that I've met the love of my life. Things of that nature. If you do 10, I'm I'm hearing 100, which is really interesting. Somebody really must be stuck in molasses. If you do anywhere between 10 to 100, that appreciation feeling is going to elevate you to a higher level of frequency. Your mind's going to be clearer. And it's kind of like you're able to pull out strength from within you instead of trying to gather it from elsewhere. A beeping just went off, so that's a really strong affirmation. I like that. It's my air conditioner. It's on energy saver mode. Anything else? Anything else? What's coming out of this? Ooh. Okay. Yay! Unexpected gifts, kindness, karmic jewels. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of readings, not just, for my own intuitive guidance, but I guess my algorithm has been picking up some messages from other readers that I listen to and love. Apparently, you're going to be receiving a lot of goodness in your life at this time. The reason being is you've been so patient. You actually have been really patient. You've been so patient. And even when people have been giving you the hardest times ever, or trying to instill doubt into who you are, or just not believing in you, what's really beautiful is that you did not respond with malice, vindictiveness, or anger. Instead, you just pulled back your energy and did what you needed to do, focused on the next goal, figuring out how to just keep going. And then I guess responding with kindness and respect. Wow. Bravo. Bravo. The reason being is that is going to be rewarded to you. There's going to be some type of unexpected gift coming your way that will relieve a lot of stress as you're moving forward. Awesome. That's really good. It's awesome. It's so amazing to look forward to. Yay. Okay. Oh, wow. This is just getting better. Like I said, I love this deck. The Rebecca Campbell, the Healing Waters Oracle deck right here. I'll leave an affiliate link in the comments below. Comments? I'm sorry, in the description below. So plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. You've opened a new doorway all on your own by doing all the inner work that you've needed to do for a while. I'm hearing a while. But it's paying off. So what's beautiful about that is this new opportunity that presents itself to you is going to be the door that opens you to plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. Now, all you have to do is walk through the door. Be fearless, okay? Next thing, clear vision, confirmation, right timing, opportunity. So I'm hearing right now is not the right time yet. If there is an opportunity that is coming your way and it's presenting itself to you, not the one that I was just mentioning about the plenty, the prosperity, etc., there's probably there is something that you have been hoping for. The immediate needs are taken care of, but anything that's like an opportunity that you've been waiting on for, I'm hearing like 3 to 5 months, it's still not the right time. The reason why is because there's a lot of protection for you right now. Let's say that job opportunity or that company or whatever it is, the role that I'm hearing, that opportunity, the reason why you haven't heard back yet is because the timeline that you're on right now, that opportunity will give you hell because it's not fully developed yet. It's not going to be an easy process for you. If anything, it's going to disrupt your well-being. So you're going to wait until everything has been ironed out, and you will know when to say yes to this opportunity. I'm hearing right now there is a level of inexperience for the supervisor in that role, the one that would be your direct report. And they need to learn how to really lead, manage, and support a team before they onboard you. Because if they don't iron out those wrinkles yet, it's going to be so confusing. and you're not going to have you're not going to feel fulfilled in that role. So until those lessons are learned on that side of the street, give it maybe another month or two. Then it'll be the right time. But till then, be grateful for the obstacles and the blocks before getting that job. Because, oh, honey, I don't want you going through that stress either. Alrighty. So, anything else from this deck, or is that it? Okay, I was wrong. That's not it. Okay. Stagnant, feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. So, another reminder, flow. Do not force anything at this time. If you're feeling stuck, what you, I'm hearing, need to do will be clarified with this other deck. Give me a second. I really like that. That just like flew out. If let's see, where is that? Embody, there it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm an intuitive healer, intuitive coach. Right now, it's actually a good time to check out my stand store. So I opened a stand store about maybe 3 weeks ago. This is the only platform that I'm actually putting deals out there for my first time clients. For instance, a $50 consultation could be an intuitive reading, or it can be a shamanic healing, my two specialties, within 30 minutes. Another solo one-on-one coaching session with me is $100 off, and you can do that through the stand store. I will provide the link below. Additionally, I have some events coming up. I do have a retreat in Sedona. More info will be shared here. I will have another link below. It's an interest page. We are not opening it up to participants yet because we're still ironing out a few wonderful, wonderful things. All right. So back to clarifying stagnant waters, feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. For those of you feeling stuck, this is your clarifier as to what action to take next so that you can get out of the curiosity. Have we been judging? It's okay if you have. I do it. What I want you to know is the way to break out of that habit is to become curious. Why is that person being mean? Why is that person wearing a polo shirt when it's 60 degrees, 40 degrees outside, wherever you are? Why are they wearing those shoes? What in the world is that person doing right now? They're messing up the flow of the process. Wait a minute, why are they doing that? These are the types of questions to ask yourself so that you can kind of understand what's happening around you. That's actually going to help you get out of rigidity and the stagnance that you're feeling. Instead, what it'll do is it's going to help you have a little bit more compassion, more understanding, and there's going to be this nice little ease to that curiosity so that you can figure out what you need to do to move forward. For my high performers out there that I know, understand when you take accountability, you are free, right? What I'm hearing is that you just got to let the person do what they're doing. But what you can do, instead of getting angry about it, you can kind of pull yourself back, see what they're doing, and just go, that's fascinating. What? I wonder why they're doing that. That's going to help a lot. And that's also going to help rejuvenate a new curiosity. Not new, I'm sorry. Rejuvenate I'm seeing like an elevated step. Like you're going to be pulling yourself into a higher frequency just with that mindset alone, so that you can feel fascinated by life again instead of the humdrum routine. All right. Unattached to stories. So we are still going through the clearing and we are still doing the integration from the 1010 portal. So with that being said, let's say you've been feeling, oh my gosh, like, why am I not? Well, better yet, actually, what I'm hearing is that person on social media, whoever is being successful on social media as the fly flies by, whoever that person is, that you're like, oh, they must have done X, Y, and Z. I never did X, Y, and Z to get to that place. Like, go with that. Like, go with that old story. Stop comparing yourself, because the comparison is what's holding you back. Instead of putting energy into seeing something outside of yourself, you're supposed to be looking at, okay, how can I be better than who I was yesterday? And let's detach from who I was yesterday completely. One of my favorite Alice in Wonderland quotes that I tattooed on my body, but had to get a cover up for good reason, was Alice said to the Cheshire Cat, I cannot go back to yesterday. I was a different person then. And I'm paraphrasing because I wrote it wrong in my body. But what I'm trying to say is it's true. You're a completely different person today than you were yesterday. You have different lessons that you've learned from yesterday to today. You have a new weather. Talk about the different elements to your life. You have a new you have new air in your lungs. It's so important to remember that yesterday isn't meant to keep you down. Don't get me wrong. The past, the actions you have done in the past is why you're in your present moment, sure. But the power lies in your ability to see that you can change the past and the present by doing different actions in the present for the future. We should probably play that back in 10 seconds in slow mo. That was a really deep philosophical thought there. But it is one of the biggest freeing pieces of wisdom that I can share with you. And I understand how attached we are to who we used to think we were, right? In this moment, I'm going to hold this container for you. You are free to be whoever you want to be. Okay. Now, another way to get out of the stuckness, humanity. So if you're being a loner, I get it, you're hermiting. I'm hearing somebody is literally spiraling in their own thoughts because they haven't gone outside, because they're too stressed about a certain situation that hasn't moved forward. I get it. Look, I understand. I've had a lot of interesting delays over the past 3 days. But you need to connect with human beings. It is good for your actual psychological health. It is good for your physical health. And it is good for, I'm hearing there's been like a feeling of loneliness, like you haven't been able to really connect with anybody. All right, here's a coaching lesson, another fun tidbit to help you get unstuck, okay? So when it comes to connecting with others, I'm hearing somebody has been in this unending cycle of being around people they can't trust. All right, this tidbit has, I wish I could put $10,000 on it because it really is like worth $10,000. What you should do is write down 10 values that you want to see in the people around you. I have an affirmation. It doesn't have 10. I think it has like 20 and I read it out loud. But for example, I am so happy and grateful now that I'm surrounded by respectful, trustworthy, reciprocating, grateful, appreciative, supportive, inspiring, mutually encouraging. Well-rounded is something that came up, I guess. And loving, drama-free people. When you write that down, say that out loud, that's what you're going to actually start seeing. a good portion of the time, the reason why we think we're only surrounded by the negative is because we're not looking at the positive. We're not opening our mind to the positive. The easiest way to open your mind to the positive aspects of life is to be grateful for the positive aspects of life. And to claim that, you must acknowledge it and say it out loud. Wow, that was a beautiful tidbit. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I really hope that helped. All right, pile 3. If you chose this card, then this is your reading. Let's get to it. Yay, my favorite deck that's so pretty, and it is called The Secret Language of Light, Transmissions from Your Own Soul. All right, for anyone out there who's wondering why I have this voice of just like animated different sounds, I started interning in radio when I was like 18, 19. I'm not 19? No, I'm not 19. Alrighty, if you want to figure out how to maintain the fountain of youth here, take a look into one of my sessions. I can share that with you. It's not just my genetics, I promise. Because my spirit is also youthful. Alrighty, so what is the last close out for my collective that is watching this? Thank you so much for allowing me to share these messages to the people who really need it today. Thank you, thank you. One card. Okay, it's 3 cards. It's 3 cards. Okay, so understanding that it's less than 4 or 5, I'm happy. So color. Oh, I'm hearing a beautiful, beautiful message about that. So this came out also yesterday's reading. You are bringing color to everyone around you. Did you know that? Your sweet, beautiful heart. And I'm not saying that sarcastically. I'm saying that genuinely and authentically. You have a very sweet, beautiful heart that has probably gone through more than most people, right? But because you have gone through so much, you have the tenacity to still have this vibrant, beautiful soul and spirit that comes out whenever you meet anybody down the street. Because of that, you're actually adding color to people's lives. Like mine, I'm wearing black and white. Color. Thank you. Next thing that I see, meditation. So there are different forms of meditation. There's mindfulness, where you're literally being mindful of everything that you do. It's a great way to stay present for my ADHDers out there. It helps us a lot, right? Just taking like maybe 5 minutes, setting a timer, and just being mindful per thing you do. It helps get us grounded instead of 55 different tasks at once. Don't get me wrong, get them all done, but you know, to keep us calm in a grounded space, that is a good meditative practice. Another thing that I'm hearing, I chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. I know that I'm a new ager in this sense, but Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, you can check out Buddhability on YouTube. It tells you all the wonderful stories of how people have brought out their authentic selves and overcame their own negative tendencies to become their best selves. That is something that I do as a form of an active meditation that really helps. What else am I hearing? Ooh. Breathwork can be a form of meditation, but I'm hearing that breathing is really crucial today. A good practice that's going to be very helpful for those of you out there. Is the ability to take a deep breath in, hold it for like 3 seconds, And then exhale slowly, as if you're pushing out air through a straw. The reason why I'm saying that is because it is a somatic method to, do you see how calm I am now instead of all the jittery energy that I was going through? That practice is going to really help you today, especially tomorrow. And when you have like 50 thoughts running at once, best way to catch yourself. Deep breath in for like 10 seconds. And you're back to your calm. Last thing, divine feminines. You love our divine feminines out there. I love you. There's a lot of, all right, so divine feminines, when you're in your divine feminine energy, when you sit still and have faith in what you want, that what you want is arriving, that what you want is here right now. I don't know why I'm saying this so sternly, but when you see this, I want you to know the best thing is about to arrive. What I want you to know is to claim it, say out loud, and repeat after me. The best thing is about to arrive right now. Thank you. And with that, thank you, everyone.